Ever since Benika Johnson was admitted to Emory Rehab Center, doctors and therapists have been working to restore movement to her paralyzed legs. They still don't know why the paralysis occurred, but they do know there has been some progress. To everyone's surprise, after a little more than 2 weeks in therapy, she managed to stand up. But her muscles are still not strong enough to try walking. So, like a baby, Benika is now learning to crawl.
Down here. There you go. Good girl. Okay, turn around and face me and let's go all the way to the end of the mat. Really pull
Cautious doctors have never promised Benika she would leave her wheelchair. But Benika, resolute, clings to that hope.
I try to do my best.
How come?
Because I just want to walk again.
And progress does seem to be coming faster than was first predicted. Okay, your hands on my shoulders. Let's see if you can just take a couple steps. Bring those hips forward. Okay, the thing about it, you got to keep that hip underneath you. Okay, now, hips forward, they got to stay forward. Okay, shift to the right and bring that left leg forward. Great. Shift to the left, bring the right. Get those hips forward. Shift to the right, left leg. Now keep your hips up. Hips have got to come up. You're getting tired? You'll rest? Go ahead. That wore me out, too. Think you're in Six Flags and going for a ride.
The rigorous schedule of therapy continues. Benika has been in the hospital almost a month now, and she's coming along so quickly that Lisa tries something new.
Chair right underneath you, okay? There you go. That wasn't bad, was it? What we're going to be doing, Nicole, is exercising your legs. And we're going to try walking with Trish and I, just walking around. And then we're going to try letting you float on this on your stomach and kicking with your legs. Because that'll be another way of strengthening those legs up. How does it feel to stand up on water?
Okay.
Okay? And if you start feeling yourself come forward, use your body mechanics just like you do in the bars and the mat to pull yourself backwards, okay?
The initial rapport between Benika and Lisa grows to a special kinship as they battle her paralysis. But in lonely hours in her hospital room, Benika sometimes has to battle homesickness all by herself.
This is me, my brother.
Every other Saturday, though, the homesickness vanishes.
You want to get in the water? You want to get with your nose? It just come right up here.
The family stays most of the day. They then go back home to Vienna, and Benika goes back to her routine.
What I want you to do first is just balance. See if you can take both hands up and just stand there. Good girl. Good girl. Good job.
Then, after 6 weeks of paralysis and fear, a 9-year-old takes her first steps.
So let's try it. We'll bring this hip all the way through. Straighten up that knee. There you go. Bring the hip all the way through. Now come back. Great. Keep going. Bring this hip all the way through. Pick up that knee. Okay, try not to let your legs swing, so you've got to control that, okay? Try to keep your feet apart. Doing great. There you go.
A shy Benika hides her emotions about these tentative first steps, but surprised therapists can now accelerate their efforts.
Ready? Stick heel out. Pull. Now, pull.
Most of Benika's hours are spent in therapy, and her progress over the past month and a half now has been beyond anyone's expectations. Not everything, though, goes as hoped.
So, Nikki, what we're going to do now is I'm going to get Lois to come over here and help us, and we're going to see just how you can do without the braces at all. I don't know if it'll work at all. We're just going to try to see what kind of control you have at your ankle and your knee. Okay? I'm not calling Lois for me. She's over there on that other man. Call her down for Lois when I put your shoes.
Lois!
Okay, lean way forward. Come up.
Put your bottom underneath.
tucked underneath it. There you go. Okay, now shift over to the left. Come forward on your right foot. Want that knee to pop out?
Yeah, I think that she's got to have some braces to stabilize her knees, and also maybe cut down on the clonus, okay?
Okay, so back to neutral?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what it looked the best.
Okay, can you bring that chair for me?
So the braces must go back on. Benika, though, barely acknowledges her setback, knowing tomorrow there will be more challenges.